Hello everyone. This is my second games I grew up playing or games I leveled up with stream, but this will be the first one that I am doing at random. The first one I kind of handpicked some games, like the ones I played the most, but now it really starts the random factor. And I took a look at the list real quick. There's some games on there that I think are actually pretty good for how old they are, and others not so good. So we'll see. And I actually put a command in where I can do a random generator, like a number generator in my chat, so then I can pick the game. And let's see, I just have to type in, I think this list goes to, let me take a quick look here. All right, it goes to 71 games. So I just type in 1 and 71. Now, I'm curious here. Let's see which one I get. 66. And 66 is... Oh, well, that's an interesting one. Let me load that up real quick. All right, it'll be this one. And I need the right emulator. All right. That's interesting that it covered the whole... Oh, that's why. See, Game Boy Advance games have a different ratio than regular Game Boy games. This is going to be a Game Boy game, so it should fix itself in a second. And if I remember where I put the games, I'm off to a good start. I'll obviously get better at this as I go. I'll get more used to like going through all these I organize stuff in folders, and it's kind of overly organized, so I have to click through a bunch of folders. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I know I have you somewhere. Or do I? Watch it be the first one I ever picked for random. I forgot to get. See, I don't. This is a Game Boy Color game, and I don't think. Nope, there it is. Oh. Yep, my first pick is Pokemon Pinball. Now, quick thing about this game, it is a Game Boy Color game. Also, it was an interesting game because it had a battery in it. Like an actual, like, I think it was either double or triple A battery. And I think it had a rumble system, if I remember correctly. Which is very interesting for a Game Boy game. Just a quick thing. Let me, do that real quick so I can talk. The games on this list kind of break into different categories. I have them all listed together though, but just so the random is like 100%. But there are some games that I think are pretty decent, that maybe have aged pretty well, that maybe take like an hour or two to beat. I grew up with a lot of portable games, Game Boy games, Game Gear games. And from memory, I know that some are good, that are still beatable, and might take only an hour or two to beat. That's fine. Other games are either terrible or just very, very repetitive, like this. And I'll play them for like a half an hour to 45 minutes and move on. This game might not be bad. I'm not a big fan of pinball. This game might not be bad. But there's really no point in playing a pinball game for more than a half an hour to 45 minutes for the sake of playing it. But if I pull something, like a good example, DuckTales on the Game Boy. I didn't have an NES growing up. The DuckTales Game Boy version is kind of the same thing, basically. It just doesn't look as good. And I will beat that. Or at least I'll try to beat it. If I fail from game overs, that's on me. But I used to be much better at games than I am now. All right. Oh, this game in a Pokedex. This is a pinball game, but you could actually catch Pokemon and fill the Pokedex. And there's even a battle with Mewtwo. Oh, well, I'm a blue person. All right, this is going to be weird. What? Okay, that's this. Okay, I need to remember my Wow, look how good I did. Hold on. Where's... Oh, that's right. It's left. It's left on the D-pad. I mean, I played this a lot as well. It's just... I don't like pinball games that much. I played it because it was portable. Oh, look at Abra. I remember what that looks like. You complete... I honestly think I would rather complete the full Pokedex of a regular Game Boy game. Now, okay, I've hit the Shelders. Alright. It's all coming back to me. Now, is there really much to talk about with this game? I don't know. See, I didn't really... When I went through the list and made it, I didn't think, oh, you know, I don't do YouTube videos anymore. It's not like this game really doesn't have much to offer to talk about. But hey, it's Pokemon. It was an interesting idea. Maybe it was a good way to get younger kids of a different generation to play pinball. That was never my thing. I kind of miss that. Like I think remember my mom said that, you know, she played some pinball and Galaga and stuff like that. Yeah, caught an Abra. I honestly don't remember what to do in this game. There's a Ruby and Sapphire version. I actually didn't know that. I kind of just, as far as Pokemon spin-off games go, I think I kind of just blocked it out after a while. I know, like how many mystery dungeons were there? There were a lot. I only played the first one. I know there's a new one coming out. But I actually think when I was making this list, I did not own a lot of Game Boy Color games. Besides Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and Pokemon Trading Card Game, which is also on the list, by the way. Although, that's going to be a longer one. That's going to be like a several day thing. I like it, but it's long. But it was, aside from those, the only other Game Boy Color game I had was, well, now that I think about it. Oh, thank you for the host music, and wait a minute. My alert didn't make a sound. It's doing that again. It did this yesterday. Let me see if this will fix it real quick. Okay, that might fix it. Well, thank you for the host. I'm playing some Pokemon Pinball. Oh yeah, you can save it too. A pinball game where you can save. You better be able to save this game. Trying to fill an entire Pokedex. I do remember the Mewtwo fight in this. Having a boss fight in a Pokemon game, interesting idea. Did I say Pokemon or Pin? Well, both. For a Pokemon game and a pinball game. Yeah, I'll just play this for a bit, talk about some Pokemons, and then I'll switch to Red Board too, just so you can see what that looks like. Psyduck. Well, bye. Bye, Psyduck. Oh, ooh, I gotta save. Now, you say you completed the Pokedex. Does this game have a full Pokedex, by the way? Is it... How long did that take? That could have been... That would have been ridiculous, trying to catch all... If this game has every Pokemon in it, you catch 151 Pokemon. Or 150. Come on, oh, well. As you can see, I'm not great at pinball. Well, one of the interesting things is I know all about like the shaking of the board, how you could do that in the arcades. And it's kind of cheating. You can actually do it in a game where you can't physically shake it, but it penalizes if you do it too much. It locks the bumpers because it knows you're cheating. Yeah. So I have a Psyduck and an Abra. Ooh, I don't remember what this does. Hopefully I get in there before I lose the ball. Nope. Yay. Oh, thank you, Pika. That sounded horrible. You know, I booted up Pokemon Yellow to test this a bit to see if it worked. I forgot how bad the sound effect is for Pikachu in that game. Game over. Oh, let's move the mouse, shall we? And Red Board. Start from Pewter City. Oh yeah, you can move towns too. You know, for being a pinball game, this actually has a lot to it. And that was immediate. I played both versions pretty regularly. Blue was the one... I'm talking about regular Pokemon here, not this. Blue was the one that I played to get the Pokedex full, which I did. Including Mew. Although I think I might have cheated. And Red was the one that I would restart over and over again just to play for fun. Which is funny because it kind of ended up that way every time. I played Ruby over and over again and kept Sapphire. What, by the way, if anyone knows, what Pokeball is that? It says S on it, right? But that's not a Great Ball. I'm a little out of practice with my Pokeball knowledge. Oh, I actually don't remember what to hit to try. Well, never mind. Have I completed a Pokedex since the days of Red and Blue? Yes. I believe I completed Sapphires. And you'll remember that. Remember when I got Pokemon Box and I tried to make a living dex? Oh man, when the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC come out, my living dex is actually made. But, oh good, it's a Magikarp. Alright, Magikarp. Oh, that was easy. It's a Magikarp. What do you expect? I thought, like, isn't the Great Ball... Doesn't the Great Ball have an S on it for basically Super? Because the Japanese version, I think, translated as Super, and then I think that's why the, well, that was bad. That's why the Ultra Ball has an H on it, because it's supposed to be, I think, Hyper Ball, maybe? Master Ball's the same. I think this board might be a little harder to catch stuff on. I feel like the Bellsprout loop or curve may be harder to reach than the Cloyster thing. Although the Cloyster one is random, I think, between that and the Slowpoke, which I don't remember what the Slowpoke does. Oh, speaking of, story time. Pikachu. One of the worst guides I've ever read was the Pokemon Gold and Silver guide that I still have. It was incomplete. It was an incomplete guide. It had like a non-spoiler thing. Anytime you went into a new area, which is all of them, it would show you like all the original Pokemon that were in the area and the percentages. And then it would show like, question mark, 10%. It was a guide that tried to avoid spoilers for the new Pokemon, but that's not much of a guide, is it? I remember playing Gold and Silver for the first time. Oh, well. Aw, Sandshrew. Never used Sandshrew. I think you did. But I actually, out of the 151 Pokemon and the fact that I played through Red like 5 times, there are still a handful of Pokemon I've never used on a team. Sandshrew was one of them. Oh, I forgot to do that. See how I have the category set to retro? I'm actually going to set it to each game because I'm very surprised at this. I found this out last stream. I did this. They have a category for like everything. I bet you I can find Pokemon Pinball in here. Let me take a quick look. Category. Pokemon. Nope, not, that's an O. Pinball. And there it is, Pokemon Pinball. I wonder how many people are streaming Pokemon Pinball right now. It'd actually be fun to see if there's more than one person. Okay. Pokemon Pinball. And move the cursor. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm already catching Sandshrew. No. No. Well, oh, that... Okay. Oh, everyone kind of has their go-to Pokemon as certain types in the original games. My ground type of choice was Diglett. I did beat the game with a level 89 Dugtrio. I caught it at like level 20, high 20s in Diglett Cave, and I used it throughout the entire game. That was back when I didn't understand RPGs and how they worked and how to level up evenly. So I just used the Dugtrio to death. I still remember level 89 Dugtrio, level 76 Venusaur, and the rest were like level 30s. And because Red and Blue was kind of a mess with bugs, my Venusaur beat Gary's Charizard because of the old Razor Leaf always crit thing. And with Dugtrio, I always used Slash because, again, it pretty much always crit. And because crits were based on speed in that generation, Dugtrio was so fast, he always got a crit with Slash. Ooh, Slot. I forget what that does. I want to see what it does now. Ooh. And small. I don't know what small does. Ooh, ×4. And again, for anyone who hasn't played pinball, this game actually has an objective. Catch stuff. Most pinball games, it was pretty much just score. You know, you go somewhere with a pinball machine, and you try to beat the high score. I did play one pinball game. Alright, well, hurry up, and I'm dead. And it was at a laundromat. There was a 2-year period where I lived somewhere where we didn't have a washer and dryer because we were renting a house. And we had to go to a laundromat. And that laundromat had 2 pinball machines. So I played them sometimes. Alright, give me a second. Well, everyone has their go-to types sometimes in a game. Like, it's like, I always like to have a water type, a grass type, a fire type. Ground is a type that, to me, is only secondary. If I have a ground type in my team, it's usually because it's also something else. Like, personally, I like having an electric type on my team. I just always have. Shelter! And, well, oh, Pikachu! Oh, what? Save us up, that's why. Okay. Sorry, I was about to yell at Pikachu. Oh, good thing Hey You Pikachu isn't on my list. Not great. Oh, I was not paying attention. I forgot the shelter doesn't appear until you see it again. I thought the shelter was going to stop it from going in. Oh, speaking of shelter and Cloyster. Cloyster was one of my favorite Pokemon to use in Gen 1. Because, let's be honest, it was broken. Today's Cloyster has terrible special defense, which kind of evens it out a bit. Back in Gen 1, special was 1 stat. So it had really good defense and special. So it was pretty much just a wall on both sides that could also dish out great damage. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, I do not... What does this do? Go to next. Alright. And there you go. So I'm assuming they stopped making pinball games around Ruby and Sapphire. Alright. And again, since I'm playing on emulators, like I have all these games, I still have this game. Unfortunately, the like a lot of things, like like remote controls and stuff, and it's missing the battery cover. It just fell off and I lost it. I wonder if it still works. I wish I could remember how to get to the Mewtwo fight. That would be interesting. What is that? Oh, I think... Is that a Drowsy? It is a Drowsy. Okay. Because of the two little things in the glob, it kind of reminded me of the Goomy line a little bit. Speaking of that, I do tend to like the weird dragons in the games. Like in Gen 3, I like Flygon. I even like Altaria. And I also like Goomy. I do not like Druddigon. When I think of weird dragon Pokemon, Druddigon is kind of at the top of the list. It's a weird one to me. Yeah, I got a Drowsy. I did use this, by the way. Because sometimes I couldn't... I only had one Game Boy for a while, so I couldn't do the trades. Like the... No. Okay. Go to bonus. I want to go to bonus. I don't remember this at all. Oh yeah, you hit the Meowth and collect the coins. So this game has mini games in pinball form, and I'm done. Oh no, I have another ball. Oh, there is one more pinball game on my list. I hate that game. I really, really don't like that game. It is Pokemon. Yeah, it's Pokemon. It's Sonic Spinball. I hate that game. That is one of my least favorite games I owned on the Sega Genesis. It's not even the worst game I had. But as a kid, I didn't like it. Yeah, Meowth. You can. Okay, I forgot you could actually clear this. I want to get small. I want to see what small does. Ketchum mode. Start. We've already seen this. Oh, and I got the Super Ball. Oh, is the Super Ball a multiplier? I don't think I ever really noticed that. Makes sense. Ooh. I don't know my pinball geometry. Oh yeah, Kirby. I have the Kirby one too. I don't think it's on the list though because I lost it a while ago. I played it. Yeah, the Kirby one was fun. It had boss fights and everything. It was fun. Speaking of the Game Boy stuff, one of the Game Boy Advance games I have that is not a Pokemon game was Metroid Fusion, although I don't have that anymore, so I don't have that on the list. Because again, technically you have to own the game to use the emulator and stuff, so. Also another game I had the Kirby game for Game Boy Advance. I forget what it was called. It wasn't bad. Yeah. Looking at this, I don't think the captures in this can fail. Well, I did that again. And I'm dead. Do you die in a pinball game? No, but... Alright, I'm going to do the red board one more time. And then we'll move on to the next game. And that's what it's supposed to be. There are a couple games on the list I want to beat. The ones that I was able to beat when I was younger. And there goes my bitrate. Give me 1 second. Alright, you. Okay, give me 1 second. I think it's back. Let me double check. Okay. Let me see what the delay is and see if it's actually doable. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Okay, I'll leave it like this for now. If that bitrate spike happens again, I'm going to restart the stream. It worked yesterday. after I restarted it yesterday, it didn't do it like the whole time. I'm not surprised it's doing that on a weekend. Take that, Diglett. Diglett dig, Diglett dig, trio, trio, trio. Oh, the Pokemon anime. When I think of the Pokemon anime, just because I'm older, I think pretty much season 1 and 2. And I think of the SSN episodes, the two-parter. And I think of the Diglett dig thing, the Tentacool and Tentacruel episode, which they didn't show on TV for a while because of the whole destroying giant buildings thing. Never did see the Porygon episode. I'm sure it exists somewhere online. I don't have epilepsy, so it should be safe for me. Oh, and also the Kangaskhan episode. I remember that one too. The one where they're all of a sudden at the Safari Zone because the first Safari Zone episode was cut, because it literally just had a guy pointing a gun at kids' faces for like half the episode, which is where Ash caught all the Tauros that he had. I always wondered as a kid, where did all those Tauros come from? Because when you watch cartoons as a kid, you don't care about watching them in order. You also can't. It's just whatever the station you're watching, network, decides to air stuff. I remember on Nickelodeon, when I used to watch the Nicktoons growing up, they would sometimes, well, there goes Mankey. They would sometimes show the same episode over and over and over and over again, like it was some kind of glitch in their system. But now, of course, we're spoiled by streaming. You can watch everything in order. It's nice. Like, I used to watch Beast Wars before school every day. And now that I can watch it pretty much whenever I want, I own it. I can watch them in order. Or even Star Trek. I used to watch Star Trek all the time, but it was amazing when I got them. You know, it's on Netflix or whatever, and it was episodes I've actually never seen before. As much as I watched it, and that's a cool moment. It's up there with that moment where you play an RPG and you find a side quest you never found before, after playing the game like 5 times. No. But when you find an episode of a show that you really like. I think I have one more. Yep, one more, and then we'll move on to the next one. Although, Ara, you said before I move on, what'd you say? I must know. Do you know a code or something? You know, come to think of it, I probably got to that Mewtwo fight with a code. Oop. That's weird. Isn't that how you catch stuff on this map? Oh, I think I have to I have to charge it. See, I'm learning. Well, thanks, Pikachu. Thanks for that. Oh, I game over. I'm gonna move on. You said don't move on yet. Going once, going twice. Moving on. Okay. Well, that was fun. That was one of the games I played in the car a lot, just because it was simple to play. All right. Moving on to the next game. 31. And what is lucky number 31? It is... Well, you know what? That kind of works. You know what? I'll do that. Let me bring up the Sega one and switch to Sega. And let me load up the game. Game Gear. It is a Game Gear game. I might as well say that now. There we go. And I also need to change the thing in here. Creator dashboard, stream info, category. Of the movie. And done. Now this might look familiar. Yes, it is a Power Rangers game on Game Gear. But it is the other one. It's actually kind of cool. I played this last time I did this. And now this is the kind of sequel. Okay, and I was just making sure the buttons work. There we go. Capture the Power Rangers and bring them to my dimension of... I don't remember that in the show. I do remember Beamcaster, though. But yep, it's called the movie. At some point, Ivan Ooze shows up, but for now... And of course, I'm going to go White Ranger. I mean, come on, as a kid, who doesn't love the White Ranger? With his stupid talking sword. Now, I don't remember if this... I think this game is actually slightly shorter than the first one. I want to say it was shorter. And once again, I played this game a lot, but I played the original just a little more. That's why I chose that over this one to play last time. And again, for a Game Gear game, this is not bad. You can't make fun of portable games too much. Because it's portable. I mean, you can only do so much. And as much as I loved the Game Boy, it has some amazing games on it. As a kid who went to an after-school place and had to be outside a lot, mostly against my will, trying to play the Game Boy in outside conditions, glare, the sunlight, this had a backlight. Yes, it was super washed out and looked not so great. And this putty's killing me. But just having the backlight alone made it so much better. It also drained batteries incredibly quickly. Anyone who owned a Game Gear knows the struggle of the batteries. Especially if you didn't have the AC adapter, which I did. But again, I played a lot outside. So. Alright, you. Do I have any special moves? Oh yeah, the Liu Kang kick. What else do I have? This game also has more music from the show. I think it has like a little more diversity in the music. I will finish those pesky Power Rangers off. Grow, I don't think he says that either. Oh yeah, the Thunder Zords. This was actually the first Zords I had as toys. I missed out on the original Zords, but this was the first one I got. Na 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 na. Got an elbow drop. Now, pulling this game, it was kind of cool because again, I started, I did this last time, but also I kind of got all the Power Ranger talk out of my system. To be honest, it's like, what do I talk about now? Now, I don't remember the episode with Beamcaster. I just remember Beamcaster. I remember a lot of the villains in Power Rangers from the show, obviously, but also from the toys. I had a lot of Power Ranger toys growing up. In fact, I think I had more Power Rangers than Turtles. I did not have this one. From the other game, I had the Nasty Knight. I had Goldar. I had some of the weird ones too. I had the eyeball one. He's literally just covered in eyeballs. There's some weird stuff in this. Okay, same thing. Oh, look, Goldar. Goldar gets his moment. Was that Jason? Interesting. Something I don't think I noticed as a kid, maybe. When the Power Rangers, the movie came out, the Red Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, and the Black Ranger had already been recast with Rocky, Aisha, and Adam. But that looked a lot like Jason. I mean, I know it's the Game Gear and it's very limited what it can show, but... Yep, I remember this music too. I think it was called We Need a Hero. Oh, good old after-school Power Rangers. Sorry, I'm still kind of like learning my stuff here. It's been a long time since I played this thing. Oh, and yeah, the difference in this though is this game has the Lord Zed putties, which I remember watching the very first episodes where Lord Zed was introduced. It was the same. I've talked about this before. It was the same night that they had the 2-part X-Men special that led into season 3, I think, with the alien. And of course, the Zed putties were like, oh, of course, in typical Power Rangers fashion, it was just like, oh, we can't beat these putties. And then they learned you could just hit the Z on its chest, which kind of makes them easier than Rita's putties. So even as a kid, you're wondering, why did they spend 5 minutes fighting the putties when they could just hit the Z once? But hey, it's a kid's show. And I'm glad Goldar's... Remember anyone watched that? The fight that I had with Goldar in the last level? In the previous game? He destroyed me like... I think he legitimately killed me like 8 times. Goldar lasted a long time, didn't he? Although Rita does come back. And they get married. That's very awkward when you're a kid. And the whole thing is like, oh, the villains are getting married. Oh, alright. But Zed... I will say, though, Zed is a creepy villain, the way he looks. Like, his stuff, like his veins and stuff are on the outside. That is pretty creepy for a kid. Yeah, Goldar's dead. Now, question is, do I get the Tiger Zord at some point? I don't think I do. Cool thing about the first game was when you unlock the Dragon Zord, you can use just the Dragon Zord. You could use the combination of the Dragon Zord and 3 of the Zords. In this, I don't think you ever get to use the Tiger Zord. And Goldar is winning. Interesting thing. Because Power Rangers is based on Super Sentai... I said that terribly. Super Sentai. Or Sentai. Yeah, it's Super Sentai. Okay. Yeah, Samurai Sentai. Okay, yeah. Super Sentai. The first season of Mighty Morphin was season, like, I want to say 16 in Japan. But just like in Japan, and the next, Power Ranger stuff, the seasons are kind of like one-offs. And when they introduced the White Ranger is actually the White Ranger from season, it would be 17 if I'm right about 16. That's why sometimes it was hard for them to get footage. Because they had to see a Power Ranger from a previous season fighting alongside a Power Ranger from the next one. And because they used stock footage, well, old footage from the other seasons, it must have been difficult. They probably had to film their own stuff. Would have been more expensive. I know that they wanted to keep the Power Ranger costumes because they wanted to keep the continuity. But of course, after In Space, they went with the one season thing. The Jaws of Destruction. I remember this guy. Barely. Oh no, that is Rocky. That did not look like Rocky. Yeah, because that's Adam. Okay, yeah, they did do it right. I think it was the SNES version that was called The Movie. That had like nothing to do with the movie at all. And that one wasn't switched over yet. So the Game Gear version is actually more accurate in name and cast than the Super Nintendo version is. Well, remember, Sega does when Nintendo don't. God, I was on the losing side of that bit war, wasn't I? Because I had Sega, not Nintendo. Makes me wonder what games I would think are better if I had grown up with a Nintendo. What my first RPG was Pokemon, but would it have been something like Final Fantasy IV or 6 on the SNES, or even Final Fantasy 1 on the regular Nintendo? I could have gotten into RPGs a lot sooner. Oh, going back to the cast change. It's actually pretty funny to watch how they worked around this. The cast wanted to get paid. From what I've heard, I don't blame them. They were younger. They weren't teenagers like they are on the show, but they were younger. They barely got paid anything. They had to work long hours. And they wanted, and because the show was so popular, they wanted to get paid. I don't blame them for how many hours they put in. But, and then, I'm trying to remember the name of the actors. Oh, that's so bad. I can't remember the name of the actors. But basically, Jason, Zach, and Aisha said, like, we're not gonna do this if you don't pay us, and they just replaced them. I've actually seen the episodes as an adult, where they had to cut around the actors missing. And there's one scene in the command center where, at this point, Tommy is already the White Ranger, and you ever noticed how the kids wear their colors when they're humans in like human form? It makes it easier. Like Kimberly always wears pink. Jason would always wear red. There was a scene in the command center where I noticed that Tommy was wearing green again. Like, that's weird. It's because they were using footage from a previous episode where he was still the Green Ranger. Or when it would show just the back of those characters and you could easily tell it wasn't them, or they were kind of like out of focus. Kind of sucks for them, because then they went on to do a Power Rangers movie. It must have buried the hatchet eventually, because obviously Jason came back in the Turbo movie, and he came back as the Gold Ranger for a while. And I remember Zach was actually in an episode where he gets to morph. When was this? This was Turbo or In Space? I think it was In Space. I don't remember now. I think it might have been. I actually don't remember now. Is it Turbo or In Space? Where you actually got to see Zach become like a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger again for a bit. Unfortunately, the original Yellow Ranger could never come back because she died in a car accident in like 2001, maybe. So if they ever had any kind of like reunion thing, or unfortunately, she wouldn't be able to be on it, obviously. Oh, and I also saw the I forget what it's called, that Red Ranger special, where they bring back like every single Red Ranger. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Although a little awkward because I don't remember who it was. One of the Red Rangers, I think, is actually in jail right now for murder. That's awkward. It's talking about Ivan Ooze. The Ooze Men. I think these guys are only in the movie. Because in the movie they also introduced the Bird Warrior guys who were in the show. Ivan Ooze is never in the show. And the Power Rangers get their ninja abilities in a different place in the show than in the movie. So the movie's not canon. It's almost like a retelling, kind of, in a way. The Turbo movie, I think, is canon. It also has Kimberly and Jason in it. and they kind of go evil at the end, which is nice. It's kind of interesting to see. I mean, it's against their will, but still. It's weird. Besides the fact that, you know, I like the white and green ranger just because they're the white and green ranger. My favorite ranger, I think, was always blue, was Billy, because he's like the nerd. Which is funny because I also like Donatello. Donatello is my favorite Ninja Turtle. I mean, these are kind of just high-powered putties. They kind of work like the Cybermen in some Dragon Ball Z games. It's like it's the idea of, instead of having one fight against one person, it's multiple, but they all have like, you know, like a 10% of the health bar, and you have to defeat 10 of them. Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, I am thinking about getting that Kakarot game. The ability to play through an open world RPG that is basically the show sounds like fun. I can dream that one day there'll be a Power Rangers game that will be new and I can play. Like the newest one was a fighting game. I am not a fighting game person at all. I can't do fighting games. And that one game that came out on the, I don't know if it was just Xbox, but I played on Xbox. The new like side-scrolling beat 'em up that came out, it wasn't good. I was looking forward to it, but it was not good. The Megazord fights were like a weird on-rail shooter. It was weird. I mean, I think there was the fight like the Zord fights themselves were quick time events. Weird idea. And anyone who's seen the original Power Ranger stuff knows they love fighting in industrial areas. Of course, especially the original seasons, they used footage from the Japanese version. So it would cut from like Angel Grove fighting in a park as humans to like an industrial area fighting in the suits. But as a kid, did I question that? No. Oh, that's a Star Trek move right there. That where is it? Can I do that? The over the head like two arm, two fist thing. That's a Star Trek move. Although it's usually like an uppercut. Saw that a lot when Tuvok on Star Trek Voyager had to fight. He always did like what seems like a weird futuristic way to fight like an alien, and it was like that. Almost like it was like a judo chop kind of thing to like both shoulders, and then put your two fists together and then do like an uppercut with it. I just thought of that. I had a Star Trek game on Game Boy, but I didn't get it until way later. I wonder if I put that on the list. And again, speaking about, I like a new Power Rangers game that's good. Maybe they should have made one based on the new movie that came out. Supposedly, they're making a sequel to that movie. I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch it. But I would love a good Star Trek game. I'd love a good Stargate game, but, you know, probably never going to happen. You know, I wish I owned the, again, I didn't grow up with a Super Nintendo, but I've played them. I've played both Power Ranger games. They're fun. I think the first one's better. Like, kind of like this one. The original, I think, is better than the movie version. Because I think the movie version on SNES was the one that had that weird... Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, you can't win this at all. You're just dead. But that one had the one where you had to, like, jump between the foreground and the background. And as a kid, this can mess you up. It looks like he just killed Zordon. Having been released from the chamber, Ivan wastes no time and starts attacking the command center, which does happen in the movie, damaging Zordon and Alpha 5. Alpha tells them of a power that will save Zordon and sends the Rangers to the planet Phaedos. Meanwhile, Ivan is brainwashed and uses the adults of Angel Grove to dig up his morphological monsters, which I believe are called Insecticons or something like that. That's Transformers, isn't it? After landing on the planet, the Power Rangers run into Dulcea, the Master Warrior. She gives them the Rangers the animal powers of the Ninjetti, all right, to help them survive on Phaedos. Having faced many difficulties, the Rangers finally find the Temple of Great Power. With their new power, the Rangers blast back to the Earth. Yeah, all this is off camera, by the way. You don't get to do any of that. They land in Angel Grove as Ivan's Ectomorphicons, that's what it was, are destroying the city. Yeah, this game is pretty short. I think we're already at the end, pretty much. And this could have been awesome. You could have gone to alien planets and fight weird stuff, but instead it's all off camera. Hornetron. Now we're into Transformers names. Oh look, it's the movie suits. But these are the Zords from the show, not from the movie. So they had the suits from the movie, but the Zords from the show. You can tell because the ones from the show look literally like toys. They're really blocky. The ones from the movie tried a different approach, but anyone who's seen the original movie knows the CG. Ow. The CG in the Power Rangers movie is awful. Even for the time period. So what are the new? It's the frog. Adam gets the frog, who is the legs. Aisha and Billy get the bear and the wolf. Now the bear is the chest, I believe. And the wolf and the ape, which Rocky gets, are the arms. It's weird that the Red Ranger, being supposed to be like one of the major ones, is only one of the arms, while the Yellow Ranger is the middle. And then Tommy gets the Falcon Zord, which is added to the back to get wings. And I'm not doing great. That's better. I think that might have been... I think the only other fight is when he joins with it and I beat him. This game is pretty short, like I said. There he goes. I don't think this is in the movie either. I think he only combined... They destroy the Scorpion one, and then he joins with the Hornetron thing. I don't think this happens... Yeah, this doesn't happen in the movie. Artistic license. Oh, he's got that move too. I don't recognize this music. The music so far in the game I've kind of recognized from the show a bit. I don't recognize this. Wow, he is, okay. Alright, Ivan, calm down. I'm trying to get some cheap shots in. Oh yeah, then we go to space. That's right. Once again, from the movie. We're fighting on the moon. We're Rangers on the moon. And of course, now I recognize this music. And I am losing horribly. Oh yeah, the you can't really tell from this, I guess, but like the gravity is also lowered on this, so you kind of jump higher and fall a little slower, I think. But you at least jump higher. Oh yeah, the punches, that's in the show. I forgot about that. Where it shows the wolf and the ape when he punches. Gotta admit, the ape in the show looks terrible. I know they're super blocky in the show because they're basically just toys and models, but the ape in the show looks like a weird like little robot thing. At least the movie, it actually looks like a monkey. Okay, I can pull this back. I can pull this back. I can pull this. Well, no, I can't. Oh, my first loss. Oh, screw you, Ivan Ooze. You're not even real. Like, yeah, you're not real. The show is real. You're not real. The dream of a 10-year-old. The show is real. Nah. If I could pick a show that I watched growing up that I wish was real, it was Ninja Turtles. I mean, come on. Wisecracking turtles, they get to eat pizza all the time. Alright. I think we're... No, he's winning. Yeah, I think he's still winning. What a weird... I always thought that move was weird. Like the glowing disc move that he has. Okay, I'm in a corner now. Aha. This is kind of cheese. If you do it at the right pixel height, you can hit him without his sword hitting you, except when he does that. Oh man. At least I'm dying to the main villain of the game and not Goldar. Oh, I only have a certain number of continues. The first game I continued as much as I want, I think. Or if I didn't, I had like 9. Interesting. I better win this. Alright, I need to... tip number 1, don't get in the corner. Ooh, that hits multiple times. Good to know. Nope, I'm in the corner again. No. He is really good at keeping me in the corner. Let me out. The Power Rangers never lose, unless it's time to bring out the new toy line, in which case they pull a Transformers 1986 where they kill or destroy everything so they can bring out new toys. I'll get you eventually. Nope. Got him. Now do I pick him up and fly him away? Oh no, he does that. Okay. Hey, for a Game Gear game, this isn't bad. This little cutscene. Good job, Rangers. Alright, what do I get to read slowly? Thanks to the Power Rangers, Angel Grove and the world has been spared from the terror known as Ivan Ooze. Next. Do I have to hit a button? Oh, that's it. I get like one. Oh, the power is on. That might have been the tagline for the movie. Alright, well that was Power Rangers, the movie, the game on Game Gear. What's next? Nope, that is not RNG, is it? RNG. 7. 7, huh? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Out of the 70 or so games on this list, there are probably like 5 or 6 that are like known to be horrendously bad. I just got one of them. Yay. Oh no. Okay. Let me go into this thing here and switch it over. Nope, that was the wrong thing. Oh, this is going to be something I grew up with this game, but only a little bit. In a sense that I rented it like a couple times. But it was during that time frame, so I kind of count it. Oh, God. Even the music's terrible. Definitely has that Genesis sound, doesn't it? Okay, I do not remember anything about this game. I don't know the controls at all. I do remember it's digitized, like Mortal Kombat. Alright, let's see what happens. Also, if I remember correctly, the control scheme in this game is horrendously bad. Can I turn the game off too? Alright. That was awful sounding. I mean, I'm playing as Batman. Oh, man. Bat computer news. Urgent emergency band transmission. Source, Arkham Asylum, of course. Two-Face has staged a breakout from Arkham. He's freed inmates to cover his escape. Backup needed immediately to subdue inmate riot and restore order. Awesome. What is this? So I got a goo gun and that. I don't know what this is. Kate Morph. I don't remember any of this. Type. Speed, weight, I have no idea what I'm doing. It is a goo gun. I was not being serious. Okay. Cool. This music is so bad. What am I playing? Okay. So there's low kick and high kick. This is basically like Mortal Kombat, but bad. And you're Batman. So bad. I remember playing this. This, of course, when you're a kid, the movie Batman Forever is actually pretty good as a kid because it's funny. It's got Jim Carrey in it, you know? And I think my friend rented this and we played it. And I think we actually enjoyed playing it, but yeah. Solve my riddles. I don't even know what that just said. Solve my riddles and do secrets be led if they aren't already over your head. Cool. This is definitely going into the category of play for 30 minutes. I don't even know how I just did that. Do I have special moves? I do! I can throw batarangs. I can throw a grenade that explodes in a bat symbol. Oh, this is so weird. Oh yeah, where do I go? Well, you can go up here, but I don't remember the button that I have to press to do it. Why does he use the grappling hook from... This is so weird. Look at that, oh, wait a minute. How do I go up? That just swings me over things. How do I... Oh, there we go. Yay, I figured out the... Was that a Riddler puzzle? Had I used the grappling hook? Oh, I can glide. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Can I open this? Mad Dan. Oh, wow, I'm almost dead. I'm gonna go to my trusty. Nope. Come on. Come on. This is so bad. All right. Where do I go now? Oh, it's riddle me this, riddle me that, but it sounds awful. Okay, all right. I got it. And my bitrate's going crazy again. Cool. There's no pause. There is no pause in this game. I was going to pause, and there's no pause. What kind of game is this? Oh, look, I can block, and then I'm dead. Cool, good block, Batman. You know, it's games like this, I kind of regret that rule where I have to play for at least a half an hour. This is so bad. The Toy Story... Honestly, the Toy Story game is better than this. Can I do a sweep? I can do a sweep. Okay. At least I have that going for me. Oh, Batman at his finest. Oh. Okay. Do I just fall down? No, I don't. Oh, it's right. I have to figure out how to go down, too. Credit is given where credit is due. Come around again, and you'll get it, too. All right. I mean, the controls are also kind of a riddle in this game, because, again, I don't know how to go down. Down? Down? I am pressing every button. I have now pressed every button and every combination of every button on this controller. Okay, how do I go down? Or do I... Alright, welcome to the stream where I figure out how to go down. Alright, I'm back out here. Oh, am I gonna have to not... Am I gonna have to stop playing the game here because I don't know how to work? Oh no, what a shame. I can't continue Batman. Go down. Well, the Riddler has stumped me. I can't figure out how to go down a hole. See, this is Sega Genesis. You only have the start button, which I've tried. What if I have to hit, like, start and a face button? Oh, that's the pause. You have to hit start and A to pause the game. Okay, what about start B, start C? What was that? Okay, if I hit... I don't even know how I did that. Come on. I'm just all the buttons. I got... Oh, okay, I don't even know how I just did that. I hit every button possible again, and I don't know how I just did that. Cool. Moving on. Hooray for me, I can actually play the game now. Alright. This is definitely the worst game I've had to play so far. I tried to grapple. Oh, he's back. Oh no, I have to go back up. Well, I know how to do that at least. Maybe. Possibly. Yep, nope. Oh, what was that? Stop trying to grapple hook. Man, Mad Pete, the new Batman villain. Hey, Julie. I hate this game. I hate this game. I pulled Batman Forever from my list at random. This is one of like the 5 worst games by far on that list. And I got it. Oh no, I have to go down again. Can I figured it out once. Can Batman figure it out again? Come on. Come on. Oh, what shape was that in? I can probably guess. I don't know how I did it. I did it once. I don't know how I did it. Press all the buttons. All the buttons getting pressed. Batman, the Greatest Detective. I think I pressed both these buttons at the same time, but it's not working. Because that's the grapple. I don't know how I did it. Alright, Julie, pull from your childhood. How do I get down this hole? I can't do it. Batman, no. Yeah, it's a pile of something. I don't know how to do it. I did it once and I can't. I don't know how I do it. No. The Riddler has won. This is so bad. Get down the hole. Oh, I'm trying. Remember, this is the Sega Genesis version, not the Nintendo version, so I have less buttons to work with. Like for instance, in order to pause the game, I have to hit Start and A. So there's that. Come on, come on. It's possible I have to stand like in an exact spot, so I'm just kind of like slowly moving around, just... Google's lying! Google's lying! God, get down the hole. Ah! Boy, Google should add to that. Use down and C 1,000,000 times, and then it'll decide to work. But thank you for looking that up. Now I know what it is, so now I can just spam that until it works. Predator? What kind of villain is that? Ah. Oh, okay. What a menacing villain. And I went back through the door. Let me guess, he's at full health now. Yes, thank you, Julie. Now I can continue with Batman Forever. I'll admit, part of me wanted to be stuck. Yay, I defeated the Creditor. Sounds like a Z-tier villain to me. Fire Eater. Where? Oh no. Oh no. Where do I go? Is there a hidden... Oh no. Is there a hidden place I have to drop through the floor? Well then. I do not know what to do. And unfortunately, I've only been playing for like 15 minutes. This music is so bad. Come on. Come on, Batman. You can do it. Do something. think I'm stuck. Can I grapple? Can I grapple? Alright. I can't go any further here. I've been trying to drop down. Nothing there. Is there a random grapple? Maybe there's something in here. Nope. Unfortunately for my childhood, this is the only Batman game I played. I didn't have a Super Nintendo or NES, so I couldn't play those. I didn't have the Game Boy one. This was the only Batman game I had access to. I rented it a few times. So, this is all I got. Now, I have since played Arkham City, which does not, I mean, you can't even count these in the same genre, you know what I mean? Like, it's so much better. Alright, well, I think I'm stuck. There's not even like I can't even see a hole to jump down. I got nothing. What a shame. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I just used the grappling hook straight up. But, okay, I didn't know I could do that. Wow. You have to hit the buttons and then hit up right afterwards, or else you do that. If you hit up and at the same time, you jump. Except you don't now. This is so weird. Alright, well, I think Batman's been defeated. Yep, Batman has been defeated. Unfortunately, I might look up how to do this and maybe add it back to the list. But you know what? Been doing this for like 20 minutes. I think that's good enough. As you can see, game's bad. That's all I gotta say. Terrible. And the music might be one of the worst things ever. Like music is a big part of video games to me, so that was really bad. All right, time for the next one. Number 38. What is number 38? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I just pulled another of what I would consider the top 5 worst games on the list. Yay, we're getting them out of the way. This game isn't as bad as what we just played, but it's not much better. And I just gotta boot this up again because it's a Sega game. Oh, I can't wait. Now, I actually liked this game growing up, but it doesn't mean it's good. Here we go. It's also another game that I played somewhat recently just to test it. I don't remember how to beat any of the levels. This will be fun. I gotta go into my thing and change it to X-Men. Spoiler. Okay. It's just called X-Men. That's all it is. Now, is there just an X-Men? Yes, there is. Oh, man. So, it sounds like, Julie, you grew up with Batman Forever. What other things did you have? What shaped your childhood? This is one of the ones that shaped mine. I love X-Men. I still do. I loved X-Men as a kid. I still do. This is what I had to play. Piece of cake? I don't think so. Sure. It's either easy or hard. Music playback. What? Sound effects is just okay. Cool. I can be Cyclops or Wolverine or Cyclops, or Wolverine. And I can, let's see, I can go to building of some kind, sewers, temple maybe of some kind, and that's it. Let's go to sewers. Yeah, look at Wolverine. God. How much you want to bet that in order to use Wolverine's claws, it's going to take energy or something stupid? There's the claws. I don't think it uses energy unless you actually hit something. Oh no, it did. It did a little bit. Okay. Listen to that awesome X-Men music. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, I can't duck it. We have melting Spider-Man. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. I do not remember these levels at all. Oh, I'm in the goo. Hit detection. Not great. Now, again, this is a portable game. I'm not gonna, beat it up too much. It's a portable game. I don't expect much out of it. And it was X-Men. It allowed me to play X-Men on the go in a game that's actually playable. And here's a problem. Question is, does Wolverine have a healing factor? I seriously doubt it. Ooh. Oh, now I'm stuck over here. Thank you, game design. Making me jump in the goo forever and get hurt for something I didn't even need. Ooh, health. I kind of need that now. Now, I have beaten this game. Okay, well, I'm almost dead already. I have beaten this game before. I remember that. That wasn't health. What was it then? Oh, what the? I didn't know I had that. I got a Metroid jump. Oh, that you can only use if you do it right away. If you try to jump and then jump again, you don't jump. You have to use the double jump immediately. Ooh, okay, that's health. Then what's the red thing? Wow. So I can't play an X-Men game without talking about the X-Men cartoon. I mean, I grew up on Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, but the X-Men cartoon was so good. It was like, I loved X-Men as a kid, and getting the Spider-Man cartoon was good too. But I loved watching this Saturday mornings. And unfortunately, it only went to 5 seasons, and the 5th season isn't great. The animation isn't that good of a quality, because they moved operations, and you could tell. But the first 3 seasons are great. I mean, the 4th one's okay too. But just having like a nice X-Men cartoon, I wish they'd bring it back. All right, well, that was stupid. I did watch X-Men Evolution, one that came out in the early 2000s. It's not terrible. And I also watched Wolverine and the X-Men. They only lasted 1 season. It wasn't bad either. I have no idea where I'm going. Ah, I fell in the goo. Is this the right place? Ow. Oh, fall damage. Yay. Oh, cool. Enemies. Haven't seen these in a while. Oh, like the RNG thing that I added to the chat to be able to do this. I could also use that to do like the dice roll in the Pokemon playthrough that I'm doing. I added a few more things. So maybe I'll list them in the description at some point. Ow! And I'm back here. Well then. So this is... Was this a dead end? Yeah. This is a dead end. Okay. Oh, also, since this is your powers, also, I don't think there's a pause in this game. Once again, a game without a pause. I don't know why that's such a hard thing to do in a game, but... And Wolverine is almost dead. Nope, 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 bad. I'm trying to channel my childhood here and figure out where to go. Well. I think I'm dead. Yep, I already went this way. Oh, and I didn't know I had a double jump then. So there you go. No, oh, come on. That went so fast. All right, well, now who do I play as? Cyclops or Cyclops, since Wolverine's dead. Let's try a new level. Why not? Oh, this is where you get Psylocke. Is this the Brood level? Yep, it's the Brood level. I remember this. Cyclops and his scoliosis when he walks around, his bad posture. Again, I can't really make fun of the graphics too much. It is a portable game. This actually doesn't look that bad. It's just the gameplay is kind of meh. Hey, this gave me an X-Men game. As far as, was there any, I don't even remember if there were any X-Men games on Game Boy. Huh. If there were any, I never played them. Now, all the level design in this game, it's like all one big level, and you have to figure out where to go. I'm not a huge fan of this setup, because it can be a little, well, annoying and frustrating when you don't know where to go. At some point, I'm going to have to start going down. Alright, not there. There we go. Ow. Now, I think the Brood were actually in, sort of, in one episode of the cartoon, but they weren't actually Brood. I think it was a season 4 or 5 episode. It was a weird one that involved Rogue's old boyfriend in a town that was aliens. It was weird. Yep, I remember this. Come on, Cyclops, you can do it. Ow. I'm sorry, I don't know what those do, but I'm grabbing them. Alright. Can I remember where to go? I remember that thing where you have to jump on top of it to let it get it out of the way. Speaking of X-Men music, the X-Men cartoon intro, still one of my favorite intros to any cartoon. If I had to list, like, I mean, I still love the 80s Ninja Turtles show. It's a classic. But the intro to X-Men from the 90s is so good. Alright. I might actually get to the end of this one. And of course, it's one of those I'm trying to remember games that had this. The ones where, like, some Turtles games had this, where if you lose someone, if they die once, they're gone. So you have to use other people. And then when you're out of everybody, you're done. Oh, unfortunately, I was going to mention that's how the first Turtles games on NES plays. I have played it, but I did not grow up with it. So unfortunately, I'm not going to have to force myself to play that game. This looks kind of familiar. There's just certain parts of stages that it's like little, like, you know, like frames that I see that kind of looks familiar to me. Oh, that was weird. I think I went through it. I was like, oh, I can't grab that. Whatever it does, I'm full. Like, nope. I just couldn't grab it. I went through it for a second. I am finding every direction but the right one, aren't I? And I'm glad my voice is actually doing pretty well, because yesterday I streamed for 7 hours and I was afraid, because the last time I streamed that long, I blew out my voice for a week. It feels a little weak. I'm sure it might sound a little different, but that just means I won't go as long today. And my bitrate hiccuped for a second. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Come on. Cooperate. Oh, I'm back here. I went in a big circle. Oh, well, that's good. It's maybe it's just a mental thing, but I think it's because it's one of those things where when your voice feels a little weak, you push your voice a little harder to get out at a normal rate. That kind of feels like what I'm doing right now. But I don't stream tomorrow or Monday, so that should be fine. Maybe I'll just ramble a little less today. You know, it's a shame I didn't have a Super Nintendo growing up. I know that there are some decent X-Men games on Super Nintendo, but I never got to play them. The first X-Men game I played that you would consider good was probably X-Men Legends on Xbox. Zap. I have no idea where to go. I'm just looking around. And I've gone in a giant circle. And the cool thing is when you kill the enemies, they don't respawn. I don't think. So if you go a direction, if you're lost and you just keep going and you finally find more enemies, it means you haven't gone that way yet. I could be completely wrong. Maybe if you move far enough away, they do. Who knows? See, this is part of the reason why I don't like Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. Because of the limitations of graphics, every area looks the same. So I feel like I don't know where to go based on looks, because it's like everything looks the same to me. I first tried playing Metroid 2 when I was like 4. No 4-year-old should be playing that. I beat it like 10 years later. Thinking like everyone kind of maybe has that game that they've been playing since they were like 4 or 5. They've never beaten. That was one of them. I first played Metroid 2 when I was 4, and I think I beat it for the first time when I was like 14 or 15. Can I go down here? Nope. The music stopped. I have taken so long. Oh, there it goes. That awkward looping. Oh, like one of my friends across the street where I lived had a Terminator game for Game Boy. You had one life. One life. That's it. If you got to like level 2 or 3 and you died, you went back to level 1. Kind of ridiculous. I do not know where to go. I would like to beat at least one level. Pretty sure I've gone this way already. Oh, maybe not. This little part looks interesting. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This looks different. Maybe. Nope. Oh, games like this kill me now. My ability to remember where I've been is so bad in games now, as people have seen in Mass Effect. This is even worse now. Like I don't know where to go, and I probably keep going to the same places over and over again. Now again, enemies aren't respawning. If I can find an area with enemies, that'll point me in the right direction. No. You know, looking at my list real quick, I had more. The system I had the most games for was Game Boy, and then I think was Genesis, and then probably Game Gear. Because again, Game Boy games were cheaper. You know, when parents, like, you need to get my kid a game or whatever, just to have some entertainment. It's easier to get someone a Game Boy game, cheaper. You can play it on the go. I also had a lot of Tiger electronic handheld games. Those are terrible. Okay, I know I've been back here, but I don't think I went all the way back. Well, I don't know where to go. All right. Let me channel my inner X-Men. Where am I going? There's nowhere to go yet. Nowhere to go yet. Kind of amazes me that games like this, like, I mean, of course, if you learn where to go, you're good. But there are games I played as a kid, like this one, that I could beat easily. And now I get lost easily. I don't know where to go. I can't beat bosses in certain games. It's sad to think that I've gotten steadily worse at video games. Now, is there somewhere I can drop down over here? There is not. Okay, this way's a dead end. So don't go that way again. And the music's done again. Alright, let's try this way. Okay, that just leads to that. Cool. So don't go either of those directions. Got it. Okay. Ooh, enemy. I found the enemy. Yay. I've already been over here, but still. Okay, this just drops down to that. This is a dead end, I think. Yep. I'm learning. Okay, wait a minute. I just thought of something. This room looks like a boss room, right? What if the boss doesn't appear until you beat all the enemies? What if it's that kind of game? Yep. God, the jumping is not great in this game. Okay. You know what? I'll zap him. Yeah. Alright, still nothing. Now, how many ways are out of this place? Just one? Okay, just one. I'm trying to map it in my head a little bit. Ow. Okay. So that leads to that opening. Got it. Now I can go this way. It's the only other way I can go. It is possible. The idea of having to kill all the enemies for the boss to appear Kind of feels a little familiar for this game. Oh, enemy. Nothing. Cool. Although, there's something up here. I'll remember that's there. Oh, enemy. Oh, look at that. I somehow didn't find this. I'm almost dead, by the way. Now, this, I think I've already been here. Right, that leads back over here. Aha! Now, here's the annoying thing. Now I have to find the boss. And there's the boss. Aw. Bah. Nope. Nope. No, one more hit and I'm dead. Oh. Oh, wow. Magneto just murdered all the X-Men. Cool. That sounded awful. But it's, again, it's Game Gear, so it gets a pass. Well, I will play the one level I didn't play. And then we'll move on to the next one. It is kind of weird. I got like two of the worst games on my list back to back. Again, I don't know. I guess this isn't horrible. It's just not good. But for a kid, great. All right. I believe the boss in this level is, yep, this is the Hellfire Club. This is Sebastian Shaw is the end boss. All right. Oh, it's one of these levels. It's one of these levels in games where it has elevators that go to random floors, and you have to figure out where to go. Ow. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Also, I think this level is also... I think every level in this game might be beat all the enemies and then the boss appears. Which means, imagine a level where this level. It has the random elevators that lead to everywhere and you have to figure your way around, but then you also have to find all the areas to beat all the enemies. So and they can shoot through the floor. I get the feeling I'm regretting... I should have gone back to the other level. And my bitrate spiking again. Oh, bitrate. Why are you doing this to me today? Oh, yeah, I was going to pause it. There's no pause. Come on. Fix yourself. Come on. Okay. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do a quick reset of the stream. Yesterday, this fixed it for a while. So I'm going to stop the stream for like 10 seconds and then restart it. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think that might fix it. Let me double check. Well, it says I'm streaming, but there it goes. Okay. Okay, maybe hopefully that fixed it. Yesterday, doing that seemed to fix the problem for hours. So let me see what the delay is if I move around a little bit. Oh, that's really good. Okay, we're good. The delay on the stream is nice. And the bit rate hasn't done anything yet, so cool. All right. Let me refresh my chat here. All right, good to go. Oh, mouse cursor. My mortal enemy. Yeah, I don't know why it's been like that the last couple of days where it just randomly does that. But like I said, yesterday, a quick reset. How did I... Is this a secret? It doesn't look like you can go through here, does it? Huh. I found a secret. Please tell me there's a way out of this on the other side. I don't want to have to go all the way back. Nope, I have to go all the way back. Game design. You know what's weird? Come to think of it, the sound reminds me of a Spider-Man game on the Sega Master System, which actually makes perfect sense. The Sega Master System kind of uses the same system as the Game Gear. In fact, any emulator you find that's a Game Gear emulator can also run Master System. It's almost the same thing. This is just portable. It makes sense that it would have some similar sound effects. By the way, that game, not so great either. Alright, I've already been up there. I'm going to go back to the elevator. So, if you were to make a list of games you played growing up, you know, what would be on there? What are some games that you remember playing? It could be good or bad. I mean, I made a list of both good and bad. Hey, I have a laptop I can play this on. Portable. Alright, dead end. Once again, I think all these levels you have to kill all the enemies. It'd be nice if I could get one level done. Yeah, just one. Just give me one. I always go back to the brew level since I know where to go now, kind of. I kind of have it mapped in my head a little bit. Which I'm sure it's already gone. Alright. Now back to the elevator and move on to the next one. As a kid, I did not know who Sebastian Shaw was, or the Hellfire Club, because in the show, the only time you ever see that is in the Dark Phoenix saga, and I think I never watched those. I think I missed a couple of those episodes as a kid. And of course, for a Fox cartoon show, they didn't call it the Hellfire Club. I forget what it was called, but it was not called that. Okay. Welcome to floor whatever this is. Nope. Some have guns, some don't. Alright, so elevator. Okay. Now I could go back to the original elevator or go up or down this one. Most likely this one's a dead end, so I'm gonna go up it. Or the other one was the last one. Who knows? Ugh. Here's where it starts to get a pain. Here's where it's a pain. When you have elevators on top of elevators, you don't know which ones to go down or up on. It's like now I'm going to have to backtrack 2 different elevators. For someone who has a hard time picturing levels in my head and I get lost easily, this is not fun. Now there's 2 right here. Maybe I don't have to kill all the enemies? Maybe I could just be lucky enough to... Oh, why is there... Oh, look, I've reached the freezer room. You know, every large building has this room. Oh. Can I get back up there? Yeah. Now, Iceman is a character you can unlock in this. Maybe this is where you get him. Oh, come on. Really? If I have to kill all the enemies? Oh, come on. No. Get back up here. Or down here. Me back up there. Whatever. Words. Okay. Pitfall. I actually never had an Atari. Zork. Pirate. Kong's Quest. I have played Atari games. I just never had one. This looks familiar. If I have to kill all the enemies, though, I'm screwed. This looks really familiar. Like, really familiar. Boss down here? You can't get back up, I don't think, because, like, if you had to kill all the enemies, I'd be in trouble. I've played Mario. I played a Ninja Turtles game. Oh, you had the... Did you have the first Ninja Turtles game on NES? Did you have to do the dam? Oh, well, that makes sense. Well, no, it could have been Kong's Quest. Could have been a thing. This is looking familiar. Nope. Fire. Ow. Okay. Ooh, boss fight. I reached the boss. Now, I think I have to get them underneath these, whatever they are. Or fire. I don't remember. Do I hit him with fire, or do I hit it with this? Yeah. I mean, I had a Turtles game on Game Boy that was mine, but it was a pretty simple game. I mean, the NES game might be bad, but at least it's interesting, I guess. There's more to it. Where is he? Why don't you have boss fights where you have to find the boss? I know you're here somewhere. There he is. Kind of looks like Namor. Uh-oh. Can I don't think you can use your powers on him because this whole thing is he absorbs powers. I think I have to get him up here. I'm literally like guiding him. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, get over here. Can I punch him and hurt him? I don't think I can hurt him. Now, if I can get him up here. Don't go down. Don't go down. Okay, good. There's one elevator I think I have to use that goes up and down and alternates. So I gotta be careful about that one. Oh, don't stand under that. Okay. Alright. I think I can kill him now. Oh, come on. Come on, hit him. Get him. Get him. I don't think I did anything. Don't think that's hurting him. No, leave me alone. Maybe the fire will hurt him. I don't think it hurt him. And the fire. It's not hurting him. I don't think it's hurting him. If it is hurting him, it's not showing that it's hurting him. Oh, it is hurting him. I need health. Bye. I think there's health over here somewhere. Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to follow me, so if I go down for the health, I'm going to have to get him right back up again. There it is. No, I want the health. Okay. Back I go. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. Well, I'm hurting him. Oh no, he followed me across. Whew. That gives me some time. Now, where do I want to... Do I want to put him over here, or... Yeah, there's one... You know what? There's only one fire thing over here. Why not get him over here? Kind of, like, get him in the middle and just jump up top to keep him in the middle. Oh! No. No, stop. Stop. No, he's tricking me. Yay! Now, who did I unlock? I unlocked Nightcrawler, one of my favorite X-Men. You know, I'll keep going until, you know what, why not? Let's just keep going. Why not? I'm liking X-Men. Oh, that's right. Nightcrawler is like the jumpy one. Now, this one is the one where you have to kill all the enemies, so... Ah. Okay, the increased jump can be a little annoying when I'm trying to jump kick things. All right. So I'm going to kill all the ones on the surface, and then I'll go down and work my way through. Oh, I remember one of the command. I put several like new commands in a Nightbot, and I kind of forgot them. But I just remembered one. It's when I get to Mass Effect 3, you only have like 6 party members. So I keep asking chat, like, who do I bring with me? Well, people in chat will be able to do this. I mean, like, I basically put like a randomizer in, so I can type it and just be like, you know, who do I use in my team? There you go. Caden. Number 1 is Caden. Obviously, I can't make it do 2 at the same time, so if it does Caden again, I have to do it again. But it's a team randomizer, which is fun. Also, whenever I do my Pokemon Emerald thing, if I'm rolling a dice, instead of having to actually roll a dice, I can do RNG 1 to 6. And then I would get a 6. Also, if anyone ever like raids or hosts or whatever, I can do something like this. Oh, okay. There we go. Now, here's the thing. What is Nightcrawler's power? My power is go poof. Yeah, the interesting thing is, a Nightbot uses Java, I believe, to do that kind of stuff. And I know someone who had some Java classes, so maybe he can help me make some new ones. Come on. Punch the brood. Look at that animation. Look at that nice, clean animation. Alright, I'm not going to go down there yet. This actually might help me, Oh. I was trying to learn some programming. I don't know. I'm thinking about going back to school, and if I do, I would probably focus on Python more. Although I could take both. I mean, I've always been told, like, once you learn one, it kind of helps with the other. And I know Python has, like, a nice, like, it's one of the easier ones to pick up. Now, I wonder if the Brood Queen shows up where you beat the last enemy, or there it goes again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Now, that one was a small one. That's not bad. Yeah, that one wasn't bad. It might just because it's the weekend. You know, more people on. Alright, down I go. I was learning a little bit, because I was using a program that uses its own programming language that was similar to Python. But I kind of stopped doing it for a bit. I kind of hit a wall with what I could do, you know, from knowledge I could pick up. I mean, it'd be nice practice to be able to, like, make a bot of some kind, like your own, like, you know, like a customized bot for Discord chat or Twitch. I have a giant list of stuff I need to do on Twitch. I need to make a new banner. I need to get that sub badge made. I need to figure that out. Stuff like that. New panels. I don't mind. I mean, I like them, but, you know, to match the other stuff. Eh. The Nightcrawler kick. Yeah, Nightcrawler was always one of my favorite X-Men. And he's only in, like, one episode of the cartoon. One. I like him because I used to play the arcade X-Men game, which I will be playing. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Everyone learns differently. And over the years, I haven't really... I mean, it's sad to say, I haven't really learned much. I haven't really been teaching myself anything. When you're in that... When that happens, your brain kind of gets, you know, not used to learning new things. I need to get back into that. Yeah, I've always been told, like, for people that know how to program, you don't have to know everything off the top of your head. Anyone who programs looks up sources. Like, they'll put notes down, and no one can do that stuff from scratch by memory. But going back to the, I actually forgot to put this on the list. The X-Men arcade game. The X-Men arcade game and the Simpsons arcade game I have on Xbox Live Arcade on the 360. They have since taken the X-Men game off, just like the arcade Ninja Turtles game that's based on the second one on NES. They took that off the market too, but I have both of them. So I should put that on the list. I won't do that today though because I don't have my Elgato set up. I have to do that. That'll be fun though. I love the X-Men arcade game. I love that thing, especially the cabinet that had the six spots you could play. 6-player arcade game. Great, fun. The Simpson one is okay. I like it, but I like the X-Men better. Also, I own like a couple SNES games and a Super Nintendo. I did not grow up with them, but I played them a little bit. And I don't have Turtles in Time, unfortunately, but I do have Turtles in Time reshelled. I don't like it as much. It kind of has like less of a soul as the original one does, but that could be the way that I could play it. So I'll put that on there too. Once I get the Elgato set up again on my 360, I'll add some more stuff to it. And I still don't know what these do. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I will go through the Xbox lot. Remember back in the old days, the early days of the 360, when a lot of the arcade games they put on there were just old games. I kind of miss that, like Contra. So I'm going to go through my Xbox 360 arcade stuff and see what I got and list it. Yeah, I miss arcades. There was one arcade where I would always go into, and I would play. Their selection wasn't great, but I would play like light gun shooters, like House of the Dead and Time Crisis 2 with the pedal. That's fun. I think that's all over here. Now, I do have the Hyperstone heist on Genesis. That's on the list. Aha! Brood Queen. I don't think I have to beat all the enemies. I think I was just like had the luck of running into this in the last enemy. Okay. I'm low on health. Okay, that was kind of cheap, but you know. Okay. Powers. All right. That doesn't help, does it? Boy, look at me go. I think I picked the worst person for this. All right, you know what? I think that'll do it for this game. I've been playing this game for a good bit. Well, let's move on to the next one. It was a simple game. It was fun. You know, I probably should have had a thing where like I maybe like give like a number review for the game after playing it, having played it forever. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say that for a Game Gear game, this isn't that bad. It's an X-Men game. I loved X-Men as a kid. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. It just is. All right. And I'm going to have to remember what games I played so I can take them off the list. Yeah, I think for a lot of the bosses, having a long-range character would be handy. All right. How about next game? 71. That is way down. Wait a minute. Did I already get 71? I didn't. Oh, look at that. I have to use a different controller for this one. Let me set that up real quick. Come here, Elite controller, Xbox controller that's falling apart because you suck. Okay. Hopefully the audio is fine on this. You. And, oh yeah, I gotta wait 30 seconds for this thing. Well, while I'm waiting 30 seconds so I can do this, yeah, I pulled an N64 game. Not too many of those on the list. I only have 5 N64 games on the list. And that's one of them. Now, I did grow up with Mario 64, but Mario 64, it's a long game. It's not the kind of game you can just kind of show it for a bit. You pretty much just have to play it through. There are a few games on my list that don't have numbers. Like Pokemon games. They're games that it'll take multiple streams to beat. Like Pokemon Trading Card Game. I love that game. But I didn't put a number on it yet, because it'll be a long one. It's kind of its own thing. Boop and boop. Yeah! Yep, I put Super Smash Bros. On here because I'm just going to play through it, the arcade mode like once or twice. By the way, I love this game. It took me forever to own it because I kept renting it. I rented this game like probably at least 15 times. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anyone unlocked, so I can't play as the unlockable characters, but... There goes the bitrate again. I'm just going to wait for it to fix itself. Any day now. There it goes. Nope, there it goes again. I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Let me see what the delay is now. I don't know why it's doing... Oh, there it goes again. Okay. I think I'm back. Good. Hopefully it's not going to continue to be a problem. All right, let me refresh the chat so I can see it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing it. Last night it did it like initially, and then it immediately, I reset once and it was fine after that. It was perfectly fine after that. Okay. There we go. Now, I know you mentioned you were bad at Smash. I mean, I was never great, but it was a fun game. It was a fun game to play. I would just, unfortunately, I played it by myself most of the time. So, Kirby. Kirby was my character. Now, I'm playing with an Elite controller. This is not an N64 controller. This is going to feel a little awkward to me. All right, and there goes the bitrate again. Huh, it looks like resetting it didn't help because it's randomly redlining. But all right, Julie. Have fun lurking. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you can come back and I'll still be streaming and my internet isn't broken. Okay. I thought about lowering the bitrate slightly because I know if you up it too much, sometimes it becomes unstable. I might do some testing later. Okay. So, like I said, I rented this game a lot. And I remember the commercial for this game. It was really good. Oh, this doesn't get old. Now, I put it on normal, but I maybe have forgotten that the AI in this game on normal is not smart. You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna... Hold on. Which one's A, which one's B? Let's see. A, B... There we go. I'm gonna put them on a little... I'll make them a little harder. You know what? Let's try this. Why not? Link. I love the levels. When playing the new Super Smash games, I'm so glad they brought the old levels back. Because I like most of them. Most of them. Like this level, the Star Fox level, the Kirby level. Yeah, the Elite controller's feeling a little awkward for this. It's not terrible, though. Oh, bye. Yeah, this is a fun idea. The idea of, like, why face Yoshi once when Yoshi is known to have different colors? And who doesn't remember fighting Polygon Team? And then it became, like, Wire Mesh Team. One thing I do miss, though, is the chargeable smashes. I've gotten so used to that. That's what I'm trying to do right now. And remember, those don't exist right now. Do-do-do-do-do. Uh-oh. No, Yoshi. Do-do-do-do-do. This is from that Yoshi Story game on N64. It's okay. It's a simple game of it's a game of collecting fruit. But yes, Kirby was my character in this game. Pikachu was my backup. In Melee, in my opinion anyway, Kirby is not good at all. I don't like him. So Luigi actually became my Melee character. I was never that good at Melee, but still. And Ganondorf was fun too. From Brawl forward, I haven't played much. So in Brawl, my character was actually Wolf. So when they took him out of the fourth one, well, but I know he's back now. I actually have the newer Super Smash Brothers for Switch. I've barely played it. I need to play it more. It was because I didn't have a good controller to use. But I have an adapter for a GameCube controller now, so. Also, this game taught me who Ness is. I did not know who Ness was until I played this game. I feel like most people are like that, who didn't grow up with the Super Nintendo and like RPGs. Ow. That killed me? Wow. Oh yeah, special moves. That's like, I forgot about him because I'm one of those people that when I play Smash, I normally just use the A button. You know? Kicks and punches. Oh yeah, break the targets. I remember these. And I'm dead. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Okay. Now, I don't remember how to do this very efficiently, so bear with me. Also, the buttons are in a slightly different... Oh, I have to go back in there. The buttons are in a slightly different layout on this controller, so I'm finding it doesn't feel as natural as it used to. I might try to pick up, just for the sake of stuff like this, and Pokemon Stadium later, I might try to pick up an N64 controller that's USB, just to make it feel better. I'm using a Super Nintendo controller for everything else, which already feels a little awkward, because I'm when playing Sega games, but... Complete. Dun, 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 dun. I am not a fan of this level. It's not my least favorite Mario Smash level from any of them, but it's just I don't like it that much. Also, Link, please help. Link, please help. They're both just killing me. Oh, I could really use that. No! No, it's mine. It's mine. No, come on. No, Link, why? How could you? Get out of here, Luigi. No, stop fireballing me. Ow. I feel like you die a little easier in the first one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna break the shield. Oh, he let go. Do 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 do. Link, no. Yep, Mario, knock it off. All right, just go ahead and kill yourself. Cool. Oh, well, see that I didn't feel like that would have killed. Oh, Polygon Pikachu. Oh, this level. I don't like the level too much, but I like it for the Pokemon. You know, the ability to like have random Pokemon spawn. It's a good idea. Who's in there? Ow! My curiosity will get me killed from that. Ooh, a bat. Nope. Nope. Ah. Nope. Nope, you're not going to bat me. Ow. Can I do? Let's see. Oh. Oh, it was Clefairy. Oh, it was Squishy Clefairy. I won't get to see what Clefairy turned into. Probably Goldeen. Alright, guys. I got Yoshi and Pikachu, eh? Not a bad group. Yeah, he is not going to move. This guy does not move unless you get some serious damage on him. Alright, I really need my allies to live here. I need the distraction. Alright, he noticed I'm going to hit him with a rock. He's just starting to, like, be movable. Oh, I think I just killed Yoshi. Yep, I just killed Yoshi. Didn't think about that. Well. Crap. It's just me and you now, Kong. Well, that worked. I'll be honest, I forgot I could do that. I know that sounds stupid, but I have not played Kirby and Smash since this version, so... And I forgot this existed. I thought it was going to be race to the finish. I've played Melee more than any Smash by far. A lot of late night Melee contests. Is there a platform? There it is. Nope. Nope. No, I need to go back down. These minigames are actually pretty fun. They're simple, and I like how every character is different. Ooh, I gotta go up there. Like, every character has their own setup that has to do with their moveset. It's a good idea. No. Maybe I should have done this one last? Maybe. Yeah, probably. Yep. Oh, no, that works. Oh. Can I get up there from here? Or do I have to go around? I better be able to, because I can't get back up there. Nope. Nope, not going to make it. I forget how to get that one. Oh, I see what I have to do. I have to go down where the bumper is, and then go around, and then go to that one last. Okay, I see what I did wrong. John, this Kirby team. Do 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. Now these are a little tougher than the Yoshis. And the cool thing is they all have different abilities. Which I don't remember. Can I steal them? No. Oh, I forgot you could actually just take it. I thought it would just copy it. I'd rather have Donkey Kongs, for being honest, but... Or Samus's. Samus is a good one too. And Samus is dead. Do 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 do. You know, Melee was an interesting release because that was the first time I had the internet to look at stuff. And I remember watching the intro to Melee over and over and over again before it came out. The early GameCube games, and like, I'd say like the first like couple of years of GameCube, are that kind of like where I was, you know, I was in high school, and I had the internet to look stuff up. And there's something about earlier GameCube games that just feel more memorable to me. Like I mentioned yesterday, the early 2000s RPGs that are on, that are on the GameCube are just memorable to me. Tales of Symphonia, Baten Kaitos, that kind of stuff. Can't explain it. There's just something about them that I just remember. Now, I like Samus as a character. I'm not big into the games. I beat Metroid 2, I beat Metroid Fusion. But, again, being someone who can get lost easily and has a hard time picturing maps and stuff, Metroid-type games are not fun for me. Metroid Prime, I liked. Speaking of which, that's on my list of, I only played the first one. I need to play those. Hit the wrong button. Nope, acid. This level's good. And it just killed Samus. I said something good about the level, and it killed him. It killed her for me. Acid clear. Now, what music plays in this? Another cool idea for a fight. Also, he takes so much damage. But on the positive side, because he's metal, he falls faster. So if we're able to get him off the ledge, he can't get up as easily. Oh, I can't take Metal Mario's power. I'm glad they made this an item later in the game where anyone could become metal. Oh. Items? Items. Well, that just probably blew him up. Yep. Is the Star Ride even a thing anymore? I don't think it is. I'm not even up to date on what items are in the new game. Nope, stop. Ow. No, no, no. No, you did not kill me. Stop celebrating. Well. How far I've come. I can't beat the game on very hard with Kirby anymore without continuing. Oh, who knows? Maybe I'll beat Master Hand in one. Speaking of Master Hand, that was one of my favorite things in Melee when they introduced the Crazy Hand. Just discovering that on your own, pretty cool moment. Oh, would you die? All right, he's dead. He's dead. He's not coming back from that. I didn't even notice I got hit by the Star Ride at the end. All right. Oh, race to the finish is still a thing. Okay. All right. Getting all my stuff mixed up. Go. If I remember correctly, this is the same for everyone. And I took damage, so I'm not going to get the bonus for that. Oh, well. Fighting Polygon Team. I remember in Melee and in this game just having fun doing these. Like in Melee, just doing them like as like time trials. Normally, I don't do that kind of stuff in these kind of games. Fighting Polygon Team. This is fun too. Some of them are really weird. Look at those. Look at them. Some of them you can easily tell what they are. The Kirby one always freaked me out because it kind of reminds me of like a snowman kind of thing. Or was that Jigglypuff? It was one of them. It just kind of had a weird look to it. I only have one life. I probably shouldn't even bother. No! Alright, Ness. Oh, that's right. That characters can be in this that you don't have unlocked yet. I just got hit by a yo-yo. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, there it is. Yep, it's Kirby. He has like the weird layers to him, like a kind of like a birthday cake or something. Or a snowman. Alright. I'm probably dead. Oh. This won't win the game for me, but it'll be fun. Kirby. They're yelling my name because I'm about to die. Yeah. That's not health. Yep, even if it was health, I would have died. Oh well. All right. There it is again. I wonder how my parents felt. You know, they have a kid, and it's like, let's go to Blockbuster and rent a game for the weekend. And I always pick the same games. That, you know, what's funny? That's kind of how I am now. I've always been like that. I have a giant list of I have a giant list of my backlog of games that I want to play. Right? It's long, but yet I keep playing the same games over and over again. Like I started playing Dragon Age through. I've played each Dragon Age game through at least twice. It's just how I am. Like, why play something new and not know what I'm doing and it take forever when I can play Mass Effect for the 50th time? Or when I watch something. There are so many shows on Netflix and anything I could binge, but I keep watching the same shows over and over again. I watch the same Let's Plays over and over again sometimes. Not so much that, but my favorites anyway. I don't know. Creature of habit, I guess. Like I've been wanting to watch Stargate through again. Pokeball. No! Chansey. Oh, I miss Chansey. Never mind. She blew me up. Don't you get that hammer. Don't you... I'm fine. I'm fine up here. Oh, come on. Really? Ah! It's a little harder than I remember it. I mean, I'm completely out of practice, so there's that. The fan? Who doesn't love the fan? Get out of here. No. Throw the fan. Throw the fan. There you go. Kirby. I'm about to die then. Kirby. When you hear your name, you're about to die. Oh, and the extra... I almost forgot about that. The extra stuff they added to Melee. Like the endless wave, the crazy wave. One, whatever that was. The, you know, how long you could survive, basically. How did I forget about that stuff? Or the tests that were numbered? Those are fun. It's fun when you have a game like this. It's very simple. It's a fighting game, sort of. Like a party fighting game. But they add stuff to it that just gives it survivability. You know, just fun stuff that's different. No. No. I'm not dying to the last one. It's not happening. Now I'm definitely not. All right, it's time for the master hand. What a weird idea. Like, when I first saw this, it was weird. Like, what is this from? It's not. I don't think it's from anything. The idea that all the characters are like little toys, and this is the hand that controls them. This is also a fight that's based on HP, which is interesting. And once again, the introduction of the crazy hand was such a good idea. Although I had a joke, I always thought it'd be funny if when the crazy hand shows up, instead of just being like, "Wah!" and just moving, I think it'd be funny if you made like the face, like the hand face you can do, and then do that. Kind of hard to explain unless I show it, but luckily this is not a hard boss. Kirby's gonna do this because I can hover in the air longer and dodge stuff easier. I remember that move. That move's a little hard to deal with. I probably could have turned into a rock and been safe. Oh well. Pokey pokey. Gotcha. And that's the game. And I would literally rent this game all the time and just play as every character through the arcade mode. I didn't have anyone to play it with sometimes, a lot of the time, especially at the time frame this game came out. So I would just play by myself. But it was good enough. And that's it. I think that's good for now for this game. You're just playing once. The whole point of this was just to play, a little bit. Oh yeah, and you can shoot. There it goes. All right. What is next on the list? Depending on what this one is, this might be the last one for the night. I can tell, like, once again, my voice is kind of like, I'm kind of like straining my voice a little bit. Thanks, because I streamed 7 hours last night. All right. I mean, if this is gonna be, oh, I forgot to switch it for that. Whoops. Look, I was playing X-Men the whole time, right? Whoops. You know what? To be honest, I kind of thought about leaving it at retro the whole time, but it's fine. I'll switch it up. Okay, if I pull one of those games, basically I'm gonna do 2 30-minute games or one longer one. Let's just see what I get. Actually, I think you can do it. Aura, why don't you do it? Oh, no. I think I put it on moderator. Just do exclamation point RNG and then space and then the number 1, then space. Well, that works. I was going to say it does it from 1 to 100. If you want to do it between 1 and like 71, which is what it is, I mean, that works too. That's fine. But you do exclamation point RNG space 1 space 71 because that's the total, and then it works. That's fine. As long as it's under 71, it's on here. 33 is oh no. Well, I mean, this is definitely a quick game to play. Let me load it up. This is not one of the better games on the list. Is it one of the worst? Probably not. All right. And now I'm going to switch the category. Category. Okay. Done and done. Go back to channel. Okay. Now, this is a port of Mortal Kombat 2 on the Game Gear. It is one of the slowest fighters I have ever played. Because it's a Game Gear. It just can't run that well. The music's also terrible. Oh yeah, I'm using the wrong controller. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be something. I'm just gonna play like through a little bit. I'm gonna try to beat it on medium. You know what? Easy. Cop out. At least the choices of fighters aren't that bad. You know what? Let's go with Liu Kang. Classic. Also, it doesn't take that long to beat because there's so few characters. Oh no. Oh, it feels so bad. I just went through them. Like, it's not just that it's so slow and laggy. It just doesn't feel good to play. Can I do the thing? Can I do the kick? Yeah. It's also the same music all the time. Boy, look at me go. I probably should have put it on medium. Oh. Wait. He's fighting back. Oh, okay. Well, that was a little cheap. Cool. Alright. Never mind. I'm awful at fighting games. Easy is perfectly fine with me normally. Watch me lose to the first person. Well, I lost to the first person. What are you doing? That's my kind of finisher. Do. Sub-Zero. Do I remember Sub-Zero's moves? I don't know. Isn't that normally ice? There it is. And this is the puddle, I think. Puddle? Okay, never mind. Scorpion just walked into me. Alright, I'm gonna try the puddle. I cannot get the puddle to work. Puddle might not even exist in this one. This Scorpion is so... Stop! Look how well balanced this fighting game is. Ah, finish him. Who's next? Reptile. Now, I had Mortal Kombat 1 on the Sega Genesis. Not bad. And then I had 2 on the Game Gear. For whatever reason, I decided to get... I was like, I want Mortal Kombat on the Game Gear instead of on the Genesis. Probably because it was portable. Again, going back to the idea that portable's nice. Also, if you'll notice, health in this game is not great. Like, look at that. Look at that. One kick does that much damage. Well, remember, I had to go to an after-school place every day after school for, like, kindergarten to, like, 5th or 6th grade. I didn't, then when I get home, I do homework. Like, I didn't get to play on console except on the weekends. And even then, surprisingly, I spent a decent amount of time outside on the weekends. Anyone who knows me would find that weird, but... So having the game be portable was just a nice feature. Kind of like why I had those stupid Tiger handheld games. Those are awful. Luckily, I can't show those. What if I set up like a camera and lighting, and I was like, I'm the one person on Steam or on Twitch who is streaming Tiger electronic games. There's my category. No, I will never do that. I used to watch a lot of AVGN. I didn't even know the wristwatch games were a thing. I also didn't know about the R-Zone. which is just a bad version of the Virtual Boy, apparently. By the way, Melina is destroying me. Why did it just make the sound effect of that was weird. Yay! And you'll notice the little symbol for winning a match is just a gray box. I'm wondering if that was just an incomplete asset. They just didn't finish it. Or they were like, the game already plays poorly enough. Let's not put any more graphics on the screen. It's just a gray box. Okay. Well, if I get hit once, I'm dead. There it is. Oh, this is a little rough. How about Scorpion? You know, I don't know who my favorite Mortal Kombat character is. I don't really have one. I didn't play that much. I played one a decent amount. I played this some. I never played this at home. Obviously, I played this on the go. I had a friend who had Mortal Kombat Ultimate 3. That was fun to play. One of our favorite things to do would be do the tournaments, and we do the thing when we got to watch all the fatalities and just watch them. It was fun. We'd have like a pizza and soda sleepover or something. Ah, take that. Ooh, Mortal Enemies. But again, speaking of Mortal Kombat, I remember going to the theaters and watching the Mortal Kombat movie. Now, the Mortal Kombat movie is not that bad for a video game movie. I kind of like it. Now, Mortal Kombat Annihilation is god-awful. The soundtrack's good. I still have that somewhere. But this is something you will hardly ever see me stream as a fighting game. I just don't like fighting games that much. I don't play them. The only fighting game I was ever decent at after I played all these, you know, when I was older, was Soul Calibur 2 and 3. And 4. I played 4 some. Finish him. Meh. Katana. I kind of like Jax. I don't know. I always found him an interesting character. But in the modern day fighters, I would never play as Jax. I think he's more of a brawler, thrower kind of character. And again, I don't play fighters. But if I do, I need someone who's fairly easy to use. And grappler type characters I was never really good with. Like I played Injustice a little bit, just because of what it was. It had a cool story mode. I did not play Soul Calibur for the story. All right, we'll just walk into each other's fists. That was a little loud. Jax, who doesn't, if you'll notice, doesn't have his metal arms. I actually don't remember in the second one on console or arcade. I don't remember if he has his metal arms yet or if it's in 3. I want to say it was in 2. I'm amazed that this game I would say I'd be amazed this game brought me entertainment on the Game Gear, but when your only option is this or nothing, I mean, okay, knock it off. CPU finishing. Liu Kang, and then random. And then Shang Tsung. If I remember correctly, there's the last 2 fights in this are incredibly unfair. Oh, Liu Kang is destroying me. Come on, get in range, get in range. Oh. Keep in mind, I'm playing on easy. feel like this game, people would have problems with it just because of how it plays, but especially me just because I suck at fighting games. Yep. Now, I know there was a cartoon of Mortal Kombat. I've never seen it, but I have seen a few YouTube things that kind of make fun of it. I'm surprised Shang Tsung's actually a playable character in this. Oh, I got blue. I'm against Blue Liu Kang. Good idea. And I am once again getting annihilated. I'm trying to get the bicycle kick to work. It doesn't want to work. There it goes. That. Aha. I will cheat. I will cheese my way to victory. Finish him. Boop. That I went past the question mark. What's the point of the question mark then? Weird. That was loud. Is he ever going to change? Or am I just going to kill him? Well, I guess he's not going to change. What a weird sound effect for a fireball. Okay, I was getting ready to say, I remember him always turning into Mileena for some reason. I think it's because if it's the same as the other ones, the Mileena Shang Tsung morph was always the easiest to remember because it was like hold a button or something. Okay, I remember this fight. Kintaro. I think this fight's now I'm on easy, so but I think this fight is pretty ridiculous on normal, even. Uh-oh. He has built-in protection to Liu Kang. Ow. Oh, yep, and he has that. He has the ultimate Mortal Kombat cheese. He has the teleport stomp. I remember that crap with Shiva. All right. God, this game punishes you for having your attack blocked. It leaves you so wide open. Who can I cheese to victory with? Haha. Oh, also when you uppercut him, he's so heavy. When you uppercut him, it barely moves him. That's actually kind of a nice feature. Also, you'll notice, he doesn't take a lot of damage. The special moves are not fun to throw out. It just doesn't feel right. All right, give me 1 second. Okay. I was trying to. I was actually trying to pause this the entire time I was going, and I couldn't because the game has no pause. Sega. There we go. Alright, and this will probably be the last game I play for the night. Once, like I said, my voice is kind of going a bit, plus I have something I have to do. Yeah, it'll be a shorter stream. I hope to beat this, but you know, this guy is so cheap, who knows? And yeah, I'm not sure if I want to keep changing the category, because that might mess with some stuff. I might just leave it at retro and just go with it. Ah, but I know people that play this, like, a lot of the time when people are playing Mortal Kombat, they'll talk about stories of, like, yeah, going, you know, oh yeah, like I went to the arcade and played it all the time. I really didn't. Again, I was not a fighting game person. No. No, oh God, this guy is so cheap. He has such good range. He just kind of walks through me. And he just walked through all my punches. Well, I'm in the corner. Not good. Okay. Yeah, this is the typical, in the original, the Goro fight. Obviously, Shang Tsung or whoever the boss is, Shao Kahn can be kind of cheap. But when you have the Goro fight, some things don't even work on these people. Oh, well. Nope. There'll be a lot of moves that, like Scorpion's hook or harpoon, doesn't even work on him. It does nothing. I would try out Jack's katana. I don't remember their moves at all. I have to do... This is my last continue, I think. Yeah, if it's going to be a game that I know I'm going to play through all the way, and it's going to take a couple hours, then yeah, that makes sense. If I'm only going through, like, the half-hour games, then... Pff. There's some games on there I really want to hit, because I just remember having fun with them. There's some game, like the second Ninja Turtles game for Game Boy. It probably doesn't age that well, but I remember liking it. Nope. Nope, don't you do it. Yay, I beat him once. Mission complete. Alright. But yeah, I pulled... Again, I say the X-Men game on Game Gear is one of the not-so-great games on my list, but it's not terrible. That Batman Forever pull was one of the worst I could have gotten. The game is awful. At least it's done. I did get stuck on a part of it, but it's part of the game design. It's like you don't know where to go, you don't know what button combinations to use. By the way, I beat him. Yay. And now it's Shao Kahn on top of the mountain. I don't remember how... I think I remember the shoulder charge. Alright, Khan. I think I only have like one chance to beat him, because I'm out of continues. Uh-oh. Well. Flawless victory. This is so cheap. Another thing about this game, I know it's on easy, but still, when I used to play this game, the AI can be super unfair and just spam stuff like Scorpion does, because the game is just not that well made. When you get harpooned, I shouldn't have enough time to get back up just to get harpooned again. Making a fighting game... Oh, hey, I beat him. Making a fighting game is hard. I mean, making like the balances and the counters, and it's hard to do. And he just exploded. Liu Kang wins. Shao Kahn's rule is over. Once again, you are the supreme Mortal Kombat warrior. On easy. While his Shaolin Temple in ruin, with his Shaolin Temple in ruins, Liu Kang journeys into the Outworld. Outworld enters Shao Kahn's tournament and unleashes a fury that does not end until the defeat. That's kind of funny sounding. Also, punctuation. Liu Kang then returns to the seclusion of his Shaolin Temple. He passes his respects to his lost brothers and finally realizes that the events which have taken place were all fulfillment of his destiny. This is kind of hard to read for me. The font's a little weird. Yay, the end. I can say one thing I'm impressed with this. Every character has their own little ending, just like in any Mortal Kombat game. That's not bad. All right. Oop. Well, again, I wanted these streams to be at least 4 hours long, but the fact is, again, the whole voice, like, I did stream a while yesterday, so I'm fine with ending a little early today. All right. So what games did I play? I should probably start writing them down so I can go over them. What games, what was the first game I pulled? Let me take a quick look at the list and see if I can figure it out. Oh, Pokemon Pinball, and then Batman Forever, I believe, then X-Men, then Super Smash, and then this. So I did 5. That's not bad. But just looking through it real quick, there's some games in here I really want to play. There's one right here. I'm not going to say them, but keep them a little bit of a surprise. There's one right here. That one especially. So that's 2. Let's see, 3. 4, 5. There's a couple in here I really want. Plus, like I said, I'm gonna redo the list a little bit. I'm gonna go through my Xbox Live Arcade stuff and put the stuff in there too. So like I'll have like I don't have Turtles in Time, but I do have Turtles in Time Reshelled. I know it's not as good, but I'll play it. The Turtles arcade game, the X-Men arcade game, the Simpsons arcade game, they're Contra. Anything that I have on Xbox Live Arcade that was older that I played, like an arcade game. Not so much Contra, but I played that X-Men arcade game a lot. All right. Well, it's been a fun stream, fun stroll down memory lane. I'll be streaming next on Tuesday. And I'll be doing Mass Effect. Since I finally got all the loyalty missions done, I can move on to, like, the next 2 weeks of Mass Effect streams are going to be just exploring and doing side missions. It's going to be fun. So let me see. Who is streaming right now? Oh, she's streaming Pokemon. Perfect. Perfect. Now, once again, I can't spell certain words very well. Let me take a look. Unfortunately, her name has that. Okay. All right. So everyone have a good night. Have a good weekend. I stream next on Tuesday at 7 Eastern. And I'll be doing Mass Effect 2. And then next Saturday, I'll be doing my Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke and Emerald instead of this. I alternate between them. Yep. Let's go watch Hazel play some Pokemon.